Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. Please join us over at rivianstories.com for all the latest Rivian news. Maybe pick up yourself a t-shirt while you're there. Thanks. What do we need to talk about?
Drive
There's
Cam.
not a ton of new stuff from in real time. Yeah, so I had that on the list as I was coming home.
Dude, I got to share a video with you guys.
Yeah.
So it's not my video, but one of the couples that Nikki and I have become really good friends with, John and Sammy Lawrence, they're members of RS. They live in St. Augustine. They were at the camping trip, therefore they got the update. And they were pulling into a parking lot off of like a 2-lane road. And as John's pulling in via Drive Cam, you see a driverless Toyota 4Runner with the driver door open backing up towards them. He throws it in reverse. Thankfully, everybody that's on the 2-lane road sees that they have that they're backing up their limestone R1T. So they've all stopped. Then you see out of the passenger mirror, you see Sammy jump out of the truck, run across the front end via the front Drive Cam now, as she runs and jumps into the 4Runner and puts it in park before it hits any other cars.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So I read in Ian. I'm not sure what Rivian's going to do with it because they don't publish videos with other automakers in the videos.
Right.
So he was going to get with Matt and see if that was something that was doable, but John already sent Ian the footage. So I'm hoping it gets published some way, somehow, because as a safety feature, because if anybody jumps out of the driver's seat in a Rivian, 1, it puts itself in park, which we know. And 2, if the fact that it caught like a hero moment, you know, Sammy jumping out of the Rivian to stop the 4Runner before it received any more damage. It did. The open door did clip a telephone pole and bend it back. But it didn't stop the momentum of the 4Runner from moving into the street before it was about to hit. I think it was a Lexus GX 470 that it would have hit had she not stopped it.
I want to see that video.
We gotta, if they'll, I do too.
Yeah.
If they'll let us share that.
Yeah.
We need to edit that video and put it up.
I'll reach out to John and Sammy and see if they'd be okay with us. I don't see why not. If they're going to share it with Rivian, I don't see why they wouldn't share it with us. But, but yeah.
So dash cam, like, where are we at? Am I late on an update, or is it still just for a few people in beta?
I don't have it yet either, Kyle.
Yeah, it's just
okay.
Yeah, just a few of us. Fun fact: I would definitely, if you haven't bought a Drive yet, it will not use the USB-C thumb drive. You need something with some juice. When you hit the record button on the dash, it records no matter, at least in this current iteration, it will record 15 minutes from the 5 cameras. Even if you tap it, wait 5 seconds, tap it again, it still records 15 minutes. So you're looking at like I think it was like 1.4 gigabytes of video per camera times 5 for that 15-minute recording.
Wow.
So the max is 2 terabytes, and it automatically formats it for you during the setup. So all you have to do is just plug it in, you know, set it down in your console, and then go through the steps.
But so when you were describing the story there of this incident that it recorded, when you had mentioned those 3 cameras from passenger to front to driver, I'm like, oh, so it's kind of like gear guard. It's using all the cameras. And so you've now answered that a couple times now. So you got front, back, left, right. What's the 5th camera?
So it's using the 2 rear cameras. So it's using the truck bed camera and then the actual tailgate camera that you would use in reverse. It's using the driver and passenger mirror cameras. And then it's using the lower camera down by the, down by the grill.
Front grill.
Like down by where your front plate is, or front plate would be.
So I wonder if the R1S. So answer this for me then, Jimmy. In Gear Guard, does Gary in the replay of those things give you 4 views or 5 in the T?
Gives you 5 views in the T.
See, in the S, it's just 4.
The S would probably be 4, correct?
Mm-hmm. So I would imagine that dash cam's just going to be 4 in the S to kind of mimic what we got going on with Gear Guard. Okay. We've heard from a couple people that this is going to be coming out in the next OTA, but do we have any sort of ETA on the OTA right now?
The ETA on the OTA is unknown at this point.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of shocked it hasn't come out yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't even heard of any other people that normally get the OTAs early getting the OTA yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Real comes to mind. He usually he seems to be one that gets the OTAs early, and he doesn't have it yet either.
What else is going to be wrapped into this one? Trying to find it here.
Yeah, so this one, the ability to keep your outlets on for up to 72 hours. Thank you for listening, Rivian. The ability to name your truck or Rivian. Should you care to name your vehicle? The other one is, the other big one is the ability to set your charge limit in 1% increments from 50 to 100.
I do remember seeing those. Now that you say those, good memory.
Yeah.
I've got it like pulled up here. Rivian.software. Driver Plus improvements. Trying to see smoother lane centering, smoother lane assist.
It did. We drove the truck to Tallahassee Wednesday night, and then home Thursday morning, and it definitely felt a lot better than in recent memory. Which was nice.
Yeah, this other one that it's saying is lowered frequency of adaptive cruise control and highway assist disengagements by reducing front camera sensitivity to certain environment and lighting conditions, such as driving towards the sun or in the rain, which, I've had it happen multiple times. As I drive home in the evening, it'll be too bright and it'll kick you off with like big red warnings. I'm like, whoa. Yep. It's kind of jarring.
Yeah, it still doesn't like toll booths for whatever reason. It doesn't like the SunPass style toll booths that don't require me to talk to anybody. I just drive over the sensor. It still doesn't like toll booths, and there was another one. No, that was before the update. So I haven't crossed state lines with the update yet to know that, because it like crossing from Florida into Georgia, it kicks you out of Driver Plus. Crossing into Georgia.
I still wouldn't mind a 1995 version of cruise control. Just like 3 options. One where it's just speed only, no cameras involved, and then cruise control with, where it'll kick you out, and then of course with lane assist.
Well, I mean, there is. I mean, there's a way to fake it.
Sometimes, like, I'll go to put it on, and it'll say it's not available right now. Even just like cruise control.
Yeah, but you can put the vehicle in tow mode, and then put the 7-pin. Just put a 7-pin adapter in.
Oh.
And it should go to standard cruise.
Okay. That is definitely.
Or don't put it in tow mode. Don't put it in tow mode. Put the 7-pin in and just leave it in all purpose. But because it's got because you've got the 7-pin in, you should have 1995 cruise control. Should.
Okay.
I do not condone this, and I do not know if it works. So that is my disclaimer.
Cabin comfort improvements. Improve cabin heating by limiting fan speed during the initial warm-up phase to prevent cold air from blowing on the passenger. Remove level 0 to prevent accidental turn-off. Mobile app integration improvements. Media improvements.
The one thing that they don't talk about in here that Wasim showed in his in one of the Rivian Instagram reels is Gear Guard Gary is now interactive on the screen. If you touch him on the screen, he'll put his gear away and he'll dance for a little bit, and then he'll take his gear back out, all his camera gear.
That's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was something else. They mention it in here. I think there's a quick blurb towards the bottom, but your Trip A, Trip B mileage and vehicle information screen has been moved to
That's
settings.
up here. Yeah.
It got moved to settings, and then in the about section of the settings of your vehicle.
Improved range estimation at vehicle startup of energy used during sleep. Customize the name, what you said. Did you put a name in there, Jimmy? Skylar, are you going to put in a name?
Oh, yeah.
I did a name, yeah.
What's the name, Jimmy?
I was going to come up with something witty that you were going to have to edit out, but we just did Mick Rivian, which is our Instagram for the truck.
Yeah. Skylar?
Not sure. Probably either Scoyote R1S or maybe the Mistress, which is a nickname as well.
I don't know why you wouldn't name it like you name your dogs.
Yes.
I'll tell you what we're missing is quad zone air control. Still missing that. I just still want a fan speed and temperature that my kids can get from their middle row. I'm just going to keep saying it every month until we get it.
Yeah.
So there is
not a huge deal.
Fan speed control.
Is there a way to
for the
fake it?
middle row, right?
No. Not separately. I mean, if Kirby is sitting behind me, and Payson's sitting behind Julie, Payson's going to get Julie's fan speed and temperature, and Kirby's going to get my fan speed and temperature.
Yeah.
So it's not decoupled at all. It's just dual climate. Now you can set the fan speed of the third row now independently.
Right.
I still have to do that from the front screen, which is fine, but at least I can set that fan speed for them independently. Yeah. And even if, as a intermediate step, if I could still set their fan speed from the center console screen, from my screen, it's still okay, that's fine. And then eventually they should obviously be able to do it from their little screen. But yeah, we talk about those updates, and maybe as a little bit of a hint, as far as a future episode, we'll get into this post here that Skylar asked on Rivian Stories about updates and improvements. I already lost it. There was like 207 comments, so
yeah,
I'm sure
a ton of feedback.
Some of the OTA suggestions will come. Yeah.
Yep, some really, really good stuff in there.
Mm-hmm. So I think that what I'm seeing here, there's like 132 original threads, but there's 207 total comments.
Right.
So quite a bit of feedback, like 132 original, and then a lot of chatter in between.
Yep.
So we'll have to do a little bit of organization on that and come back and record. So we won't talk anymore about OTAs. Is there another topic that we need to kind of talk about? That started with Gear Guard, and hopefully we can, not Gear Guard, with Dash Cam.
Drive Cam.
Hopefully we can, Drive Cam, is that what they're calling it?
Yep.
Yes.
Makes more sense since it's the whole vehicle. What else, guys? Any other topics?
If we get this thing out quick, we got the Backers Shack coming up on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
Jeez. Julie's crawling around trying to get her computer.
Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie.
All right, that's all for this one. We have more coming, so please subscribe. In the meantime, we hang out at rivianstories.com. Click on shop, find yourself a t-shirt. Thanks so much for your support.